Hello everyone, it's our Wednesday live audience show. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-hi ladies.
How you doing?
Yo, Christmas, I don't understand.
It's
Christmas. I'm wearing Christmas. I'm looking Christmassy. People are just sitting down there.
I'm telling you now.
Hi Tokwe, how are you?
I'm very good. So, you know, sometimes the doctor...
Well, we only have 2 minutes, so just go straight to the point.
Hi! You show, you enter this side.
Nice. Sorry about that.
You enter this side. I'm not just anything they gave.
Okay, how are you doing, Nima? Nima, how are you doing today?
Okay, me, I have gist. Okay. So yesterday, I made a call on behalf of my client, and the person I was talking to on the other end of the phone thought it was unprofessional of me to say, I'm Nima, I am not barrister. So don't worry, I have more professional lawyers. I was like, I've been called over 5 years now. I hate being addressed as barrister. It's a title meant for the court. I am Nima. But Nigerians will like title. Maybe I should have had it for him. I'm barrister, Esquire. For you understand.
Hey, I see second day in office. How you doing?
Hello guys, how you doing? I miss all of you, every one of you, really. And we have a beautiful set. I didn't even comment the set.
Oh, that's
yesterday.
true.
We are all feeling the Christmas vibe and groove. I'm begging this madam.
I know she
Let's
will
arrange
talk
our
about
goat's meat.
I know.
You know, tomatoes.
It's private matter.
They don't do goat meat during Christmas now. It's chicken.
I mix it.
I want
I
my
mix
mouth
it.
in the goat meat when people arrange it.
I don't understand.
I ordered 2 birds, so I'm going to be seasoning one this weekend for Tuesday.
You know,
Are
before...
you
Just felt
cutting?
like
Are you cutting it?
I felt like that Thanksgiving mood.
setting.
Let me just have nice.
Are we invited?
The
No,
chicken.
but you see, the thing
the
for
chicken.
me is, I've had before, chicken was Christmas. It wasn't every day. But now, chicken is every day. That Christmas, I don't feel chicken
That's why I'm doing goat
like
meat.
anymore.
Roasted chicken is not Christmas.
Or
Boiled
guinea
chicken.
fowl. Tell
Fried
grandma to
chicken.
send guinea fowl.
So you,
You
now.
can get guinea
I'm talking about food today now.
Yes, tell
Tell
grandma
that
to
lady
send
to
guinea
get
fowl.
Grandma is my aunt in Lekki that sends guinea fowl. She
that's
has this
nice.
customers.
No, you know that thing has
gosh,
its own taste.
it's
You should
so
use that
nice.
one.
Guinea fowl is just amazing.
Very peppered.
My auntie has, in fact, if I even put her on the spot, Mrs. Erobubu, she has the people.
Mrs.
She'll
Erogbogbo.
just call her up and she'll just send you like 5
We want
different.
peppered
We
guinea
want
fowl.
guinea fowl.
That guinea fowl is
I
the deal.
tasted it from my mom.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
Really nice.
Wow.
Let's go on a break. Oh my goodness, we have twins in the building.
First time.
The pages, we can't. The shot hasn't gotten them there, but at least thanks. Who's here for the first time too? It's hi. Oh wow. Good to have you guys. Such a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. It's Christmas season. Thank you for coming. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll breeze through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Right. I guess we forgot to clap. Welcome back. Starting with the Punch. Ex-Chief of Defense Staff, Alex Bade, murdered. That was a car which was killed in the picture in the Punch. Blame DSS police if president can't present budget today, says National Assembly. Police accused of collecting 350,000 naira to cover up teenager's death probe. PDP Governor Kashamu Adebutu disagree as appeal court sets aside FHC order. New York Times obtains video showing Nigerian soldiers killing Shiites.
Yeah.
Mourinho sacking divides Man U fans in Nigeria. APC it resolves state LG ward escorts in Ogun and Imo. Projects Buhari accuses National Assembly of increasing debts payable to state. Reconstruction cost of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway section rises to 134 billion naira.
Go.
Okay, let's talk about this human interest first.
Yes, I have the story. This particular woman, Fatima by name, moved into an apartment in 2016. Then by the time her rent expired this year, 2018, she was supposed to pay for a year, but the landlord requested she should pay for a year and a half. So she said she didn't have the money. The landlord said, okay, bring the money. By the time she brought the money, the man rejected it and said, I've changed my mind. You have to leave my house. So she said she didn't have anywhere to go. But then the man kept threatening her that if you don't leave my house, I'm going to deal with you. And at the end of the day, she went out on a particular day, came back, her 14-year-old son, which she left in the house, was murdered, met him dead. So they went to the police. At the end of the day, the landlord was arrested, and he bailed himself with 350,000. So the woman is feeling it's because I don't have money. That's why the man was able to sway the judgment. But the police is saying, on the other hand, that we found nothing with this man. There was no evidence to show that he was
okay, so the
person who murdered.
spokesperson for Lagos Police, Alex Oti, was saying that they investigated his alibi and they found it to be true, and so they just let him go. But this was a murder. The boy was strangled in his mother's house.
Yeah.
So does that case just go to end like that? Because I can understand the woman's pain. She was threatened by her landlord, and her son died following it.
I thought they
So
always
she's,
say that
of course,
there's no bail.
But the police, no, this is not about bail. If they don't find any incriminating thing on him, they should let him go, actually. But money is exchanged hand. Even the woman was charged about 20,000. She could only raise 15,000. These are issues. Major issues which the police must investigate.
Unfortunately, we can't take any more of that because we need to move on. But who read the story on the New York Times? Actually,
I did.
Videos.
Oh, you want to take it here?
It's other papers. Okay, let's move on to The Nation, because I don't remember seeing that story. The Nation, gunmen kill ex-chief of defense staff, Alex Bade. Goodness. And his picture was actually, and of his driver is actually on the front pages. NBA chief Usoro docked for alleged 1.4 billion naira fraud. 488 billion naira states cash stock as lawmakers inflate claims. And 5 held with human parts. Somebody launches health insurance scheme. This NBA thing is really painful because my father will be rolling his grave.
No, but the man declared not guilty.
Yeah, yes.
He's being
He
charged.
pleaded.
He pleaded not guilty.
Yes.
He's being charged on 10 counts of corruption linked with money laundering, Akwa Ibom State, that he helped transfer money, and he said already that these were payments for services rendered, and so he doesn't feel there's a case. So we're waiting to see.
The question is, was the service rendered to the states of the Akwa Ibom State people or to the person of the governor? So those are major details.
Well, let's talk about the chief of
interest as well.
The chief of defense staff, Alex Bade.
It was shocking. It was
shocking.
Yes,
5 held with human parts.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I have that story. So the police paraded 5 persons arrested allegedly in possession with human parts. 3 of them are clerics, what we know as Afars. So they got an intelligence report that these particular people were into this. There's this syndicate that they, go to burial grounds and get human parts. So they closed in on them, arrested them, and the case is
all this
going.
My advice, all these are Afars. People should be careful. There's Islam and there's all these mixed up Islam out there. Everybody that is an Alpha is not necessarily an Alpha. So he doesn't pray 5 times daily. He doesn't do, and you call him an Alpha. Now they have cups in their hand.
All right, let's move on to the New Telegraph, which ex-chief of defense staff Alex Bade shot dead. Really shocking story. Security operatives cordon off National Assembly as Buhari presents the 8.7 trillion naira budget today. FG laments poor returns on the 40 trillion naira investment in enterprises. APC resolves to suspend Imo and Ogun executives. And US, we expect 2019 polls to be Nigeria's best. So let's talk about Alex Bade for a second, because we were all shocked yesterday.
It was shocking. So on his way back from his farm on the Abuja Kefi Road, he was shot along with his driver. Unfortunately, a person of the ex-chief of defense should have a certain security detail with him, but he didn't, because, he just went to the farm. This must be a routine he does regularly, and one of that, I'm sure this was, they've been telling him, because it was a star going to his farm and back on that road, and he was shot.
They kidnapped some of his...
several conspiracies. One is that, he's
Let's not talk about the conspiracy. Let's just wait for investigations.
Yeah. But some people have been kidnapped too. It wasn't purely...
Part of, I think a few security operatives
a few of his
around
operatives were kidnapped also.
But we'll wait for the investigations to go up, but Our hearts do go out to his family.
He served
really,
the
really
nation, whatever the issues are, he served the nation, and he was gone, shot dead.
In cold.
Let's
take one more story here. Which one?
There's hope for the blind now. As scientists,
hope for the blind as bionic eye ready for human trials.
Yes, so they are almost closing in on that bionic eye. It's something that they are going to implant behind the eye, so it gives them that vision. They are able to, so that they can handle their normal everyday activities. They can see lines and see people, though not very clearly, but then they can move around themselves and
good news.
help. So
Vanguard, FG facing serious financial challenges, says Kabweze. Let's see which story we haven't taken. Ogun PDP crisis, appeal court nullifies Kashamo's victory, orders retrial. Headsman killing, Atiku supports Amnesty International report. Lagos 2019, if you want freedom, learn vulcanizing. Tinubu mocks Agbaje. Budget, National Assembly ready for Buhari's, despite their workers' strike. And banks to jerk up lending rates for corporates in Q1 2019.
So
which story are we taking?
Director General of the Budget Office, Ben Akabueze, was speaking, crying out actually, that the government is facing financial crisis, that government-owned enterprises are owing unremitted funds of up to 2.8 trillion naira, and this is withholding the country from capacity to implement the budget that we have as it is. And he mentioned the list of these companies that are owing. PPRA, that's the Petroleum Pricing Regulatory Agency, the CBN is owing, NPA is owing, Nigerian Maritime agencies, NMA is owing. So these agencies are revenue generating, but they are not remitting the monies they generated. He also said it's affecting budget implementation. We also have a major issue because the budget for this 2018 has just been, it hasn't even been fulfilled up to 20%. The benchmark for oil price is meant to be 60 naira, but now the oil price is at 57 naira.
But the current budget, according to him, is also performing at 36%. Only 36%, and that's really poor. That means that what's the point in getting a new budget? Only 36% of this first one.
Nigerians should be aware that these things are going on, you know.
So despite the strike by Passan, I think, in the National Assembly, they've said that today that our president is coming to present, so they will respect themselves. They won't.
They say they are waiting for him.
They're waiting for him. They've cordoned off actually. They're trying to protect the DSS, the presentation. So hopefully they won't disturb that procession. Let's move on now very quickly to the Nigerian Tribune. FG projects, Buhari rejects National Assembly inflation of refund to states. Excuse me. 2019 election referendum on insecurity killings, hunger, says Dogara. Budget allocation can no longer fund military operations, says Olunishakin. Ekiti Assembly suspends 16 local government chairmen and 177 councillors. Ondo, kidnappers give family of abducted victims 24 hours to pay ransom or be killed. Alleged 1.4 billion naira fraud. NBA president arraigned, gets 250 million naira bill.
I have the Ondo story, and it's worrying me because someone died from the last kidnap.
Yeah.
So 5 people were abducted in Ondo this week, and we're taking the story. The ransom they were demanding was 100 million. They've reduced it to 5 million, and they have up to 2 p.m. today to pay that money at the risk of not paying, because last time we picked one of the lecturers from the Rufus Giwa Polytechnic, they killed him, tied him to a tree, because he didn't pay the ransom. So this batch, in the next 2 weeks. I want the governor to please exhaust every possibility,
then we have
every options that they have on security, and find a way to pick these people back.
Eastern governors, there was major kidnapping in the East before. They were able to decisively deal with kidnapping. So if they can, work with your colleagues in the East on how they were able to deal with it, you should put a stem to this decisively, as in there was
the militancy within the Ondo creeks and the waterways in Ondo was rife at some time. You remember the Ekpe boys were taken to that side. So they should.
I really want us to go ahead to Daily Sun, but unfortunately we run out of time. We have to move on. Let's go on a break. When we come back, it's festive season, and we don't want to do anything serious, at least for today. So, during the how healthy do you plan to eat during this festive season? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So during this festive season, people have a penchant for eating and just buying and spoiling themselves and their loved ones by eating a whole lot of food and buying things they cannot afford. So today we'll be discussing and just gisting about how much should you eat and how much gifts should you buy? Who should you buy for? How should you buy? How expensive should it be? And what obligations should you have towards those around you, those who are friends, who are close, who are even enemies? You know, people will say, I have to buy something about this.
Yes,
so let's hear your views. You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. Okay, let's start with the eating part because we all want to eat healthy.
You're very smart, by the way. I want to say that.
Yeah,
Very
we all like to eat healthy, but the truth is that this Christmas season, it is difficult to be healthy.
Wow.
As I'm speaking to you right now, in my freezer, I have chocolates. I have juice. I have. These days I've just been doing chocolates a lot. I don't know why. I was healthy.
You don't know why.
From the beginning of my pregnancy, I've been very healthy, very good. But this last 1 month, Jehovah, what I have been eating.
We understand.
What I have been eating, I don't understand. I will eat amala like 11 p.m. and I'll be all right. Before, I'll eat it, I won't be able to sleep. Now.
One of my uncle always says that he hustled through life to be able to afford the basic, a decent meal.
Right.
You know, have meat, enough meat to eat. Now he has made money, he's rich. The doctors are telling him you cannot eat the meat because of cholesterol. Who did he offend? And that's the same question I'm asking this morning. Because who did I offend? This is the festive season. People have hustled from January to December. Now that at least you will see free food in your friends' houses, you want to diet. I am not for you people. I am going to eat very well.
I'm coming to you guys to find out how you do it. But let me come to Nima, yes.
You don't have to eat it all now. There's something called a deep freezer. Okay. So yesterday, I was at home. I cleared my store. I brought out all my plates, my packs for freezing food, preparing them because my neighbors, whether I like it or not, here this we bring, here that we bring. So the people whose food I eat usually are the pepper soups, the irregular food, but all those rice things, they'll be frozen. And I will eat them till January 2nd. Yes. So yesterday I made soups.
Very soon now, our own church is called one fasting. Usually like January 2nd. We just hear from camp. Fasting starts like this.
But it's
everybody.
good.
So
that's
people
detox.
But
let me come to
I
think I have a call. Muyiwa, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you eating this festive season?
Going on fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what I can really say is that people should just be careful of the way they spend this festive period. If you remember that January is like 4 months.
Fees.
God bless you.
January
is like about nine weeks left. It feels like 9 weeks. But let me come to talk about. Thank you very much, Muyiwa, for bringing us into the spending part because there's always pressure on us to buy. I mean, I know sitting down. I mean, me, I actually planned for December. I always plan. I have a group of people that I know I buy for, and I always plan. Somebody came to my office yesterday, saw all the things on the floor, and said, well, madam, can I have one? I said, sorry, your name is not on the list. Maybe next year, because I can't kill myself. I have a list already. If your name is on this list,
you wait
next year. But in your view, have you had that pressure? Because I know you have staff in like different branches.
Yes, I do. And honestly, in a total deviation from my character, yesterday I broke down, as in, I've not cried like that in this year. And I realized that I was just overwhelmed by the pressure. You know, the security men were greeting. My own security man in my office was greeting. My security man at home was greeting. Wow. I have 3 offices. Everybody is greeting. And we know what that greeting meant. So if I'm supposed to give, you know, it was, as in, I opened, I'm not joking, it wasn't a joking matter, Nima, yesterday. I opened my account and I wrote down my list of products that I need to buy back into my office and the list of giving. And I did not even have money to pay back for products in my office. So I just cried. As in, I cried. And I cried. And kilo day. I was like, as I didn't understand. So, you know, it took me this morning to realize that I was so focused on, a friend of mine met me and gave me a raise and said, don't give anybody from what I'm giving you. Take care of yourself. Right. Because as immediately I got the money, I was telling her that, I need to, he said, sort you. Right. Sort you before you sort others. And sometimes you need to hear it over and over again for it to register in your head.
I'd like to hear their thoughts. And I would like to know who is giving out, what are you giving, and How are you managing your budget in giving? Let me take one or two comments.
All right. The Christmas period actually is a very festive, very exciting moment. In those days, before now, we would have started celebrating at least from September, October. But now things are very, very. So this time around, I only take my time to make my children feel happy because I don't want them to feel the heat of Nigeria. And you see, if my children are okay, I'm good to go.
All right.
That's all.
Fantastic. Let me take this call. You see, this call I'm about to take, in fact, this message, this matter doesn't concern you because you people over there, Nkechi from Boston, you people are the one that totally made this thing a very commercial matter. So Nkechi from Boston, what are your thoughts on this issue? Go ahead. You commercialize Christmas. Oh, you Americans. Nkechi, are you there?
Oh. Yeah, it's not in Kikuyu.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Oh, Kechuku, sorry, I do apologize. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is...
what time is it in Boston at this?
Nigeria,
What time is it in Boston?
It's 3
a.m.
28 in the
Yeah, you
morning.
don't go work tomorrow. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, so the problem is in Nigeria, we have this mentality of we must be giving everything, you know, so during Christmas, it should be, I give to you, you give to me, you know, it goes round, but everybody sits down and they're expecting from just one person, you know, brother has to give me, sister has to give me. Whereas it's exchange of gifts. You know, that sense of entitlement is exactly what is killing us.
Right. Entitlement.
Christmas is meant to exchange gifts.
Right. Thank you very much, Ikechuku. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. So I listen to Oprah a lot, and one of the profound things she said that touched me is when she learned that she could say no without feeling guilty about it. That was when she knew she had authentic power. So if it's not convenient for you, please do not give. I don't give every year.
But
so when no, excuse me. When you want to, but you can't afford it, you're looking at your pocket.
It's painful.
In January, you're going to be paying school fees.
Broke.
Do you know what I do that has saved me over the years? By now, I've carved out my children's school fees. It's locked away. So the remaining change is what I spend. If it gets to you this time, fine. If it doesn't get to you, I'm sorry, darling. See you next year.
You just go back and you brought the present for everybody. What are you talking about?
Because it was convenient. She said it that it was convenient.
Very convenient for me. I've paid my children's school fees already for January. Okay. So it's convenient.
So how
but if
about
it's not,
giving out
you let it go.
So what I do, yes, I don't have a staff like that, but I have a support staff.
Okay.
Is give them out of season. So maybe this is when I got a bonus, a raise, I did a job, I got a commission. I give out of that money. So you don't expect me, if I don't give them during fasting or during the...
It doesn't matter.
People just think life goes on normal because until we give it, she doesn't have.
Okay, let's go on the break. When we come back, we're bringing a guest and we'll continue this issue of budget because in buying, it's not just about buying the food, it's about buying gifts. Because my kids last year, I was so thankful I didn't put up a tree last year. But this year, they are grown. They ask for a tree. Every night they dance around the tree. And I'm wondering, hey, is it sacrifice? There's no present under this tree.
Better put present under that tree.
Let's go on the break. We come back.
Oh God!
We'll continue the show.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Now, thanks for staying with us. So, as I said, this festive season is exciting, time for fun and celebration. It's also a time for spending your money. Some spend excessively, some overdo it, some underdo it safe. However, most of us seem to forget that January is loaded with expenses. So we have a guest here to enlighten us on how to spend prudently during this festive season. Thanks for joining us. We have with us, she's a chartered accountant and a finance coach, Shola Adeshake. Welcome to the show, Shola. Thank you. So don't forget, you can call us on 070-806-68014. You could also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Before you came on, we were talking about spending, especially for gifts. We'll talk about household chores, household, what we need for the house. But in giving out gifts, some of us feel pressure. Someone like Tokwe, she has staff.
She's crying.
She has the people around us that every day, good morning, sir. I go tell family, the Jerenko, other excess greeting. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm good, thanks. So how do we manage our funds during this Christmas?
All right, awesome. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. So statistics said that last year in America, about $600 billion was spent around Christmas period. You know, a lot of people spend money buying gifts and all of that. And I kind of think, do we have to actually wait till Christmas before we give? You know, so sometimes from September, from October, you can start to purchase what you want to give. More often than not, a lot of us receive much more than what we need during Christmas. So you could actually space out your giving and not wait till December when things are expensive, when there's a lot of pressure on everybody.
Or space out of buying, not giving. You can buy it and keep it.
Exactly.
And then give it in December.
And then give in December because you're so used to, oh, it's Christmas time, I have to give. I'd rather give November, October. I'd rather give in January.
I won't consider it Christmas. Sorry.
Gifts.
Oh, you gave me in November. It's not a Christmas gift.
What I've heard, what I've heard though, is that the best time to plan for Christmas giving is 3 months before Christmas. And that you already have that plan that I'm going to give A, B, C, D, and you've purchased them conveniently without being under pressure. But we have people that are last-minute shoppers. They don't know who they're going to give or what they're going to do, and they just realize that, yay, it's few days to Christmas, what am I going to do? Yeah. How can those people work within a budget?
So what I, tell people, I kind of coined an acronym before coming here today, and because I want you to remember these things I'm going to say. So the acronym is BEAT IT, B-E-A-T-I-T, and the first one is budget. So for Christmas time, you should realize that there are pre-Christmas expenses and post-Christmas expenses. Place emphasis on post-Christmas expenses because those are actually the important things. A lot of times we spend money, we buy those things, and then we realize January is here, we have to pay school fees, and then January is usually the longest month of the year. Some people have to pay rent in January. So I ask people, your budget, divide it into 2 or 3 categories. Essential things and priorities, and then lifestyle or luxury items. Giving is luxury because if you have not even fed yourself adequately, how can you give? So look at the essential items and the priorities before Christmas and after Christmas. I'll still talk on the ones after Christmas, but before Christmas, what are essential things? Your family has to eat well. Your children have to eat well. Give them good gifts. Some people would give gifts to outsiders, and then for Christmas, their children are not having the best Christmas spirit.
Are you kidding?
I haven't bought gifts for my children.
I'm guilty like that. Because my kids, I just realized that they wanted to go to a party over the weekend, and all their clothes are old, and I'm like, man, I'm not going shopping for them. I'm not bought toys for them. I really need to pay attention to that. But go ahead.
Fired you.
Go ahead, Obiaji.
So, back in the days.
I was listening. I'm still waiting for the next one.
For the next one. So, budget. So, B is for budget. Essentials and non-essentials before and after Christmas. The second thing is E, eradicate waste. A lot of times during Christmas is when we buy the things we don't need. We all agree. You buy the drinks, you buy the clothes, you go to the mall, everything is calling you. And then you have the food and all of those things that you don't need. After Christmas, you're just like, why did I buy these things? So eradicate waste. 3A, action plan. What's your action plan for next year? What are your goals? Because if you're not planning for next year already, you would think, oh, Christmas is here, celebrity, festivity, and you spend all of your money. You're not planning for next year. Do you want to go on vacation? Short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals for next year. So have an action plan. And then T, this Christmas period, track your expenses and track your spending. It's not just about you budgeting. Are you tracking? Or have I spent more than I intended spending on giving, on food and all of that?
You just get to the market and you see that shaki.
And then
Shaki is not part of it.
And then I encourage people a lot. Investments for next year. Did you know that with a minimum of 5,000 naira, you can start a mutual fund? 5,000 naira. And you would earn the same.
You don't want to think about that during Christmas, madam.
No, you have to, because if you're not thinking about the future, you spend everything, and then in January, you don't have anything to fall back to. So think about it now, actually. And then the final T is time management. Yeah, because Christmas is a time for, having fun with friends and families. Still manage your time at the end of the day, because time is wealth. Time is money.
Okay, Virgil, let me let you come in.
Growing up, our idea of Christmas was you get up in the morning, the dress your grandma have sewn for you.
Everything is new.
Tailored though for you, not ready-made. You wear it, you wear your big shoe, your cocoa shoe, you carry your siblings, you go from Auntie A's house to Auntie B's house. You are eating from house to house. Everybody goes around. We have fun. That was our idea of Christmas. All of a sudden, people now started, but you don't even go to people's houses to eat as much anymore. We now buy gifts, which is putting a lot of pressure on, you know, families, because you spend so much and at the end of the day, you don't have anything to fall back to the next year. How can we retain our authenticity as Africans and do our
shopping around,
which is the
sharing and not just gifts?
I remember.
To save money.
Yeah, fine. So, like you said, it has become a cultural thing. If you're not giving gifts during Christmas, or if you're not even receiving, did you know that some people feel...
the rice that was the gift. So your next door neighbor covers chicken rice.
And then
it's not the spending. You just know that one bag of rice and a chicken will do. So you give Iyagu frank, give Iyakidi, and that's it.
But you know, sometimes people are even under pressure. They feel terrible, they feel depressed, because they see that in the office, this person is receiving a gift, I am not receiving.
Wow.
So, yeah. So you have to just be... You can give, you can afford it, go ahead. They are not giving you, go to the bank, buy yourself a gift. Like you said, it's a good, appreciate yourself. You know, so it's a time to, first of all, do an introspection. It's been a long year. You've been through so many things. Many people have died. You're still here. So whether you
that was the key for me this morning. It was to count my blessings. It was to count that. What are you complaining about? You are alive. Even if you don't have cash, you have your brain that can bring cash your way. And that's the thing, because we get so overwhelmed by responsibilities and bills that we forget that you can. If you are alive, there's hope that things will get better. And I think we should share that during the festive season.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll talk with open the phone lines, take some calls, tweets, and even the audience to find out how much they've spent so far. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We have loads and loads of tweets. What talk I want to start?
Paul Ingwe says, gifts should be small and stylish, e.g. a pack of curry and a pack of seasoning sachets instead of hamper. Nemesis of Bad Government says, it's best to give when others are not giving. It will be appreciated. If you give your gifts now, it will be compared to the ones received from your other colleagues. Rather than being appreciated, give during off-season and watch when others are giving.
Yes, George says, eating healthy, eating anything, eating anyhow is what the Christmas celebration have always been about. Chop where we may enjoy life.
Okay, I have one here. Nemesis says, giving should be a lifestyle. I will not give because it's Christmas. I'll give because it's right and because I can give at the moment. You put yourself under pressure when you wait for a certain period to give. What if you don't have it then?
Okay, let me come to the audience. Let's take a few comments from the audience. So who has given, what have you given, and or are you even expecting gifts this season? Go ahead.
Go on.
It's not about giving, but about giving right. I intend giving but to people who really, really need it and take good care of myself. Thank you very much.
Nice. Can we get another comment from somebody? Yes, go ahead, madam.
I feel at this period of hardship, you should learn to look away. For instance, a lot of civil servants have not been paid salary, even for months. The market women are not selling because they are not going to the market to buy. Everywhere, there's hardship. So you should learn to give. When you can afford to give, give. If you cannot afford to give, look away. And gifts should not be given only at Christmas. You can give at any time of the year. Just learn to give rice. And it will be an injustice. It will be an injustice to yourself.
All right, point taken. Thank you very much.
Out of your way to please other people, to displease yourself.
Right, all right. Let me take this call from Daniel. Daniel, are you there? Thanks for calling. Daniel, go ahead.
Hello?
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Please, I want to speak privately or speak to Mrs. Mohayo.
I want to speak privately to you after the show.
Okay, so the producer will get your number, so we'll call you later. Yes, let's take one more comment from the audience. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my own view about giving is quite different. If we are waiting until we have, we will not give.
Yes.
We look into ourselves and see what we can afford. Even that rice that you put for your child, and your child will eat it and remain, and then you dump it in the dustbin. You can portion it for somebody, and the person will appreciate.
Okay, so we have, I'd like you to, I think we have one more comment, but I'd like you to sum up everything they're talking about, because obviously people need to understand that they need to prioritize. And some people actually do waste these things. But let me take just one more comment and then we'll come to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that there's a place in the Bible where Paul said, a beggar was asking him for alms, and he said, silver or gold I do not have, but what I have. This is, you might not have to buy something. It might be what you have at home that you don't use. You might need to go through your wardrobe. There are some clothes you have you don't even wear. Shoes you have you don't even wear. So and you just look for someone that really needs it. You just give it to them.
Fantastic. So in listening to everybody, yes, I appreciate that. Obviously, they are not going beyond themselves. Right. But there are people out there who put themselves under pressure, not because they want to, but circumstances of life. You know, you're a boss in an office, or what's
the place of the eye service giving? So you must give a certain person. You don't have a fantastic relationship. There's no relationship, just so that it will not be said that you were not the one who didn't give. Please help me address.
So you see, I mean, the audience already said it all. What is the motive for giving? We mentioned culture. We mentioned, eye service. Sometimes you're under pressure. You just have to give because everybody is giving. At the end of the day, if you look at it, you see a lot of people say, finance coach, we teach people not to be givers, we are too frugal and all of that. No, we are just trying to, help you navigate a path for your personal finance so that you are not under pressure. What is the essence of giving? And at the end of the day, you're under so much pressure in January. You can do this, you can do that, you can meet up with the essentials. Okay? So at the end of the day, also, I tell people, have an abundance mentality. Don't be like, oh, they said we shouldn't give. No, you have to be able to balance it. Draw up a list. Who are the people I would really like to give? Because right now, I said earlier you should have planned your giving, but now it's about a few days to Christmas. So who do I really need to give? Who would appear? Like somebody said, it doesn't even have to be. Some people appreciate cards. Some people appreciate handwritten letters. Some people appreciate text. Some people just want to see you. They just want to have a word with you.
So visit people this Christmas. So visit and have a list of people, and you don't have to give them. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have things you buy. But things you have in your house to give. So you have to round up.
No, accountants are not stingy.
I know you have a book. Tell us about your book. So let's give you a few seconds to talk about your book.
This is my latest book, my 5th book, by the way, and it came out on my birthday this year, June 10. 40 frugal rules for your journey to financial freedom.
So that could help us in organizing.
Yes.
Okay, so
A to Z. Okay. I mean, practical, simple tips on how to manage your finances.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming.
So you've heard it all. Manage it. She gave us the acronym BEAT IT. Budget, eradicate waste. What's the
Action plan. Track your expenses.
Track expenses.
Investment. Time management. I went to school.
Have a fabulous day. Don't forget you can watch a repeat at 11 p.m. And next week, Tuesday, is our Christmas episode. Come early. The truth is that we can only take 30 people. So the earlier you come, the better. So dress code is white and red. So just a touch of white and red. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.